Hello, hi, welcome to Apsana classes. Today in this video, let's know how the formation of N-type and P-type semiconductors have happened. So what is the P-type and N-type semiconductors? P-type and N-type semiconductors are of extrinsic semiconductors. What is the extrinsic semiconductor? Extrinsic semiconductor is nothing but it is an semiconductor material formed by adding impurities to it. So what are the impurities types? We have two types, pentavalent impurities and trivalent impurities. If we add semiconductor, a pure semiconductor with pentavalent or donor impurities, I will tell you why it is called as donor impurities too. Then it is known as N-type semiconductor. N-type semiconductor. So, for example of pure semiconductors are silicon, germanium, etc. Why silicon, germanium? Because they have 4 valency electrons in its outermost orbit. Then what are pentavalent impurities? Forget about donor impurities. I will tell you why it is named so. So pentavalent impurities. So pentavalent impurity is nothing but having 5 valency electrons in its outermost orbits. What are the 5 valency atoms having? So phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, etc. So for example, let's take about arsenic. Here let's take germanium example to form how it is formation. Now we are going to discuss about the formation, right? So germanium, let's take for example, and here arsenic. So here what you have to need to understand is we add impurities but we don't add more than semiconductor atoms like germanium. So we don't add atoms more than germanium. Yes, we add but only at little amount. So they will form bonds with germanium. So what is the central atoms here then? Of course, arsenic having 5 electrons in its outermost orbit. So they form bonds with this germanium having 4 valency electrons. Germanium, so 4 valency electrons. They form bonds with like this. Okay, just forget about this. Just concentrate on this. They form bonds with germanium atoms with its 4 valency electrons. Then what is about this remaining 1 electron? So it will stay like that only, but it is detached from the parent atom when it is applied just little amount of energy. So this little amount of energy present in room temperature itself. So at room temperature itself, the 5th electrons will detach from the parent atom and move to the conduction band. So it is called as donor impurity. So it donates its electron to conduction band without any energy, applied energy. So conduction band, valency band, the electron will be close to here. So it is called as donor impurity. I think you get the point why donor impurity is called as pentavalent impurity. Okay, then see what to remember in this formation. Here electrons are more compared to holes, and conductivity is due to, of course, electrons. We know that Fermi level. We know Fermi level. What is Fermi level? Fermi level is nothing but it is the range that shifts according to weight, atomic weight. So the electrons are more, which means conduction band having more weight than valency band. So Fermi level shifts towards conduction band rather than valency band. So Fermi level shift to conduction band. And here, what are the majority charge carriers? Of course, electrons. Then what are the minority charge carriers? Minority carriers are holes, because they are less in number than compared with electrons. Now let's come to p-type semiconductor, how it is formed. It is also formed same as semiconductor. A pure semiconductor is added to an impurity. Here the impurity is trivalent. Trivalent means having 3 electrons, but here 5 electrons in outermost orbit, means valency atom, electrons. So it is called as acceptor impurities. I'll tell you why it is called as acceptor impurities, and these two combines to form p-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor. So there are the many type of trivalent impurities like boron, still aluminum, indium, like that. So let's take here example for boron. Here we have germanium, silicon. Let's take silicon. We have used germanium, right? So for example I am taking as silicon. So here as the same we add impurities, but not greater than atoms of silicon. So it will form bonds with boron. So boron having 3 electrons in its outermost orbit, so it is called as trivalent, 3. Form bonds with silicon having 4 electrons in its outermost orbit. Outermost orbit, right? But if you see here, one bond is unfilled. The bond is not formed completely. If you see here, it is formed, but it is incomplete. So to fill this, an hole will be created. The hole will be created, and then we know that whenever hole is created in a semiconductor, then it will turns to the center of attractions to the electrons. Then electrons will attracted by hole. So it gets the holes. So it is called as acceptor impurity. Okay. So here valency, while we go to band diagram, energy band diagram, valency, sorry, conduction band, valency band. So valency band have more weight when compared to conduction band. Why? Because there is already formed holes in the valency band. So where the holes are present, they are present in the valency. So this Fermi level shifts to valency band this time. So here, come here. So holes are more compared to electrons. So conductivity is due to holes, obviously. So Fermi level shifts to where? Valency band. Valency band. Then what are the majority charge carriers? Majority charge carriers are, what are major here? Well, comparing, see, holes and electrons will be same wherever you see, because whenever this atom goes to conduction band, hole is formed. So electron hole pair is formed, but rather than that, the more number of holes are present here, but here electrons are present. Irrespective of the bonded atoms, bonded electrons, what are more? Electrons here. So what are more? Irrespective of bonds I am talking. So holes. So here majority charge carriers are holes. Here minority charge carriers are electrons. So this is about the formation of both n-type and p-type semiconductors. Both are about extrinsic semiconductors, which is nothing but formed by doping. Doping is nothing but adding impurities, either p-type or pentavalent or trivalent. Pentavalent impurities are also called as n-dopant. Because we are doping to n-type, right? So n-dopants. So these are called as p-dopants, trivalent acceptor impurities or p-dopants. So this is about today's class. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.